So the first thing I want to do is use my armour and rush the tracks. We've already got to the other end. Literally, they defended at these coal scuttles with a T-30 again, and their two arties are the first two tanks that I spotted, along with this waffle. Decided to run away. Fair enough, yeah, it's a waffle Traeger, you don't want to be spotted first in one of those. I'm sure that he really wanted his light tanks or somebody to go ahead and not be found first. So we switch with HE and we get into him and we side scrape off that building so we can absorb everything that he fires at us in the tracks. We get rid of him. So the T-92, the M40, 43, the waffle, and pretty much everything that tried to defend the T-30 that defended this flank have died. The tank destroyers that have gone over to defend what we were going to send into the town, which we didn't do because we defended from our side of the town humps. So we didn't try and push through. Our team's tactics was not to push through the town, it was to push tracks, because we had faster tanks to do that. So those two tanks there were basically wasted. You know, they were having to turn around and defend. I don't know where the hell that shot went with .3 accuracy. It should have pended taught us, but never mind. There's another way to take those two tanks on now. It does mean that you have to go back a long way, but I was heading back to defend the base anyway, because I felt that the enemy had pushed through quite a long way and a medium kept popping up on the edge of the water. So what I was going to do is go round and support the Death Star and defend the cap so that we didn't lose the rear end. Then we could just isolate those two TDs should we need to be the last two tanks alive doing nothing, camping over there. Now you'll see that I keep my eye on them as I'm driving across. You just need to go a little bit further and get elevated on that rock, like mound, so you're a little bit higher up. And once you get higher up, like this here, you can then pen and take out the tanks that are over there, that tank destroyers that have camped. So I've had to come back a long way to do it, but we managed to get rid of one of those, the 704. So those two tanks now that were being hung up on the tank destroyers can now advance. We're going to find a 62A over here, who I'm sure had a pretty decent game, maybe not, I don't know. But with the Death Star right near me, we're safe to engage. And the Death Star fires and wastes his round, unfortunately. So now we have an M103, the light tank, who's over there, and an E5. Now the E5, I did check his stats, doesn't have a very high win ratio, has an awful lot of, it looks like, due to his KD, that he quits games quite a lot. So if you ever come up against SS12 or SS1J or whatever the heck they're called, do expect when one platoon member dies for all of the rest of the team to leave and go back with that one guy to play another game. They seem to have ADHD, i.e. they just can't sit and wait for a teammate. So the other guy in the 704 had died, and the E5 just sits there. So because so many tanks are around this guy taking the damage, what I want to do is make sure that I can pen damage track him, so that if any damage now done to that tank that isn't me counts to me. But we managed to pick up the kill anyway.
Great job, man.
So we pick up 5989 damage, 1437 assisted, a mastery 1, high caliber, with Block 1837. Thanks for watching, and that's my last clip of the day.